What is that enmity between men and women?
Well, what I can see from myself and in my current relationship is that where I react is when I don't see right happening. So when I'm, with my partner, my boyfriend.
You with a woman?
No, my boyfriend. When I'm with my boyfriend.
All right, let's get it straight.
He's not, I know.
It's weird. You now have men and women saying partners, right? And where it used to be boyfriend, girlfriend, or fiance. So the men and women are saying partner, and now the homosexuals are saying husband or wife. There's a switch the role. I'm like, what's going on? What's that enmity?
So it's that I don't see him making the right decisions or the right choices, and that is where I can't align myself with.
And what gives you the right to decide what his right choices are to a point that you have this thing going on?
I think it's based on the result. So like, a simple example is, putting when you take a shower and you get undressed, the clothes goes in the hamper and it goes on the floor instead of the hamper. So when I look at the results of that, I think the right thing is to put it in the hamper because it helps flow the house better. I can quickly grab the hamper, go into my thing.
But in his mind, the right thing is leave it on the floor.
Yes.
Right? Why don't you accept that?
Because when I look at my life and how I operate, I see that having to take that extra step to pick up the clothes and put it into the hamper is, it just adds more to the day, and I could be more efficient, I could do more stuff if it was just in the hamper.
Amazing. And so you think you have a right to get mad at him, force him to put the clothes in the hamper?
Yes.
You think you have a right to do that because that's how you like it?
Or the way I see it for myself is I see it as the right way, like the right way. It's not that it's my right way, it's the right way.
So God told you to have that man put the clothes in the hamper.
Yes.
We have a home for young men, a barn home, and there's nothing but guys there. All their room got clothes all over the floor.
Yeah.
Guys don't put clothes away, and they're quite happy with it.
Yeah.
They think it's normal.
So, should I?
They'll even they'll have clothes all around them, and then they'll make a little pallet thing on the floor, sleep on the floor between the clothes, comfortable. And they'll get mad at nobody about it. Men think it's normal. So they don't see it as dirty. It just looks like man stuff.
So should I change what I see as right? Because I would see that as wrong.
But he may see it as right. Who
correct,
determines?
He does.
Right.
That's why we can't come together.
Right.
What I see as right and what he sees as right are two different images.
Right.
So what do I do to reconcile that? I need to
stop judging him?
give in?
And then it'll work itself out. It really will. Stop being mama. You do it to him what his mama did, what your mama did to you, and it's just going on, and your son going to end up with a woman, another mama, and it's going to continue.
So should I pick up the clothes and put it in the hamper and just leave it at that?
If you don't have the anger, you would see the right thing to do. Honestly, it would just be clear if you should not, what you should say or should not say about it. I'm telling you, the light will guide you.
So one of the things that I think is probably my connection with Satan is efficiency and effectiveness. And it's something that I've been,
You've been traumatized.
I've been traumatized to be very efficient and, I've been traumatized to be very efficient and effective because I lived in a home where it was very disorderly and, and I saw the contrast to an orderly home. I had family members that had very orderly homes, and my home was not orderly. It was very messy.
And so you overreacted, now you're trying to impose someone else to live the way you want them to live. Another adult, you don't have a right to do that. There's a right way to do it, but you have to be guided in that way to do it because you're dealing with another soul, another human being. And so you have to do it without hate, but with perfect love. Then it'll work out.
Okay.
That makes sense?
It's the perfect love that's a little hard for me to understand because I get what perfect love is, but at the same time, I don't know what
is perfect love?
My guess of perfect love is not having any judgment, not being upset.
But see, come back down. I'm going to take your hand. Listen, you can't have an idea of what perfect love is because the mind cannot comprehend at all, not one iota, not for a second, what perfect love is. Because it only comes from God, and Satan try to make you think what it is, and you start trying to live that way, and it won't be it.
Yeah,
You cannot have an idea of what perfect love at all. Just know that you don't know, because when you do know, you would know that you know. You would live it. You become that way. But no idea what perfect love, you don't know.
No, I don't.
Yeah. So don't guess at it at all. Okay. Yes, Joya, real fast.
Yeah. I was curious too because it almost seems like the ego of it's like when you're dealing with them, it's like
dealing with who?
All women, just women.
He said all women, just women.
But not all.
You're not playing around. Not all. He like not all.
Not all.
He just said no women. So you ain't gonna play the political correctness, pretend like some of them okay. He like just women.
But
Okay.
not all. Is that there's like the ego thing there that can't accept the correction, like they want to, and this can go, girls and guys, but they want to they can't accept being told what to do.
Who, women?
Yeah. And most of the time it's because when you say it, they feel like you're talking down to them, opposed to just saying the right thing.
Right.
But, I'm asking the women too this question. So is it the ego that just can't accept it, or is it, or what is it?
Amazing. This is real fellowship, right? This is who been hollering running across the church fellowship we'll have right now. Yes, you want to respond to that, and then Victoria, and then you.
When I hear that, I can be told what to do. I can, and I will. I'm extremely willing to do it.
You're just not going to do it.
As long as it aligns.
You can tell me what to do, but I ain't gonna do it.
As long as it aligns with what I see is right. That's the thing. As long as what I see is right, I will. If you like for example, if he came and told me go clean the dishes, I'd do that in a second because I know that that's the right thing to do.
Right.
If he goes tells me and says throw the clothes on the floor and not in the hamper, I'm gonna be like no. Like, I'm gonna put it in the hamper.
But suppose he see it as right.
And that's where I think that's where I struggle with this.
Oh, okay.
If he sees what he sees as right, and what he sees as right is what I see as wrong, then it's gonna be hard for me to follow the man.
But is it the rule is woman follow the man?
Yeah.
It's not man follow the woman. So if the rule is woman should follow man, why should he follow you at all? Because every time men listen to women, they suffer.
Well, I don't say that the man should follow the woman, but let's say the man's in the driver's seat and the woman's the passenger, right? If I'm sitting in the passenger and I see that we're right about to fall off a cliff, I'm going to look at him and be like, I'm going to get out of this car. I can't be on this car that you're driving towards a cliff. However, if I see him taking me to like Disneyland or some nice place,
something you like,
something I like, right?
Yeah, you don't like falling off the cliff with him.
Then I'm gonna sit in the car, shut up, do what he says.
But why don't you, if you love him, why not fall off the cliff with him? We don't mean literally fall off the cliff. I can see some women getting in the car today, going driving off a cliff, and tomorrow they'll blame me on the news.
What is it about men that they don't want to do what's right?
But what is it about women that want to tell men what's right? I thought so. She like,
hold on, wait a minute.
Now she want to give the mic away.